Hey, I'm Nic Pless, and today we're going to be talking about how to successfully repair a K-933 spray nozzle. Since it is inclusive to Mohawk Industries, I am not allowed to video record the said product, but we have fillers in here for the instructions. We're gonna assume this is the nozzle, right? And it's just a rectangular body. The real nozzle has a airline fitting and a stopping bolt on top, as well as a nozzle tip horizontally to it. So first step, I'm gonna put some gloves on, safety first. And then with the nozzle in application on the machine, it will be just held by a 17mm retaining nut. So you wanna make sure you follow all your lockout tagout procedures before entering the machine. You'll take a 17mm wrench, or I personally like to use a socket. And you will simply reach in where you can, set this directly on top of the nozzle and loosen that, and you'll have the nozzle free. You'll have to disconnect an airline, which will be right here on the nozzle. It's just a push and pull system. And then once you have the nozzle removed, take it to a work area, a maintenance shop, anywhere sufficient for working. And we're gonna say this is our ultrasonic cleaner. It vibrates at supersonic speeds, cleans parts through vibration. We don't have Orange Clean here with us, but we're gonna act like this is Orange Clean here with us. And so we're gonna put the degreaser in the ultrasonic vid, and then we're going to put the nozzle, which isn't really a nozzle, so I'm not gonna put it in there, in the degreaser and let it soak. On the ultrasonic cleaner, you will have settings within 90-second intervals. You're going to want to set that to 480. Let it run, close the lid, get what you need to get done, come back. You'll then remove the nozzle from the vid. And you will take your 8mm wrench and you will take off the hose that is connected to the top of the nozzle that allows fluid to flow. Once this is done, you set the hose to the side because the materials the hose is made of is not compatible with the degreaser, and it can eat away at the lining of it. So once the hose is set to the side, you'll take your 14mm wrench, and like I said, these two fittings will be on top of the spray nozzle. Loosen those up, completely remove. Make sure that you keep the washer, that is a brass washer, up under each fitting, and put every individual component minus the hose into the bath. You're going to run it again for 480 seconds. Once that cycle is completed, you're going to take your, it's supposed to be a brass bristle brush. It's a soft bristle brush. It does all the same. The one that I use for applicating is a lot smaller, somewhat like a toothbrush. And this is going to be our Scotch-Brite scouring pad. It's just a dish sponge, but we use our imagination. Once it comes out of the pit, you're going to give it a surface scrub, get everything you can with the Scotch-Brite. Once you're done with that, you're going to get all the crevices, every orifice on the nozzle, clean with a brass brush to make sure there's nothing obstructing the flow. And once that's complete, you don't have to, but I like to throw it in for another 480-second cycle. Pull it back out. You will reattach the two nozzle fittings to the top. Remember which orientation, because it's not universal, so just remember how you took it off. And once those are attached, you can take your 8mm wrench, reattach the hose, and take your 17mm wrench with the nozzle back to the line. Once you're there, again, make sure all your lockout tagout procedures are followed. Set the nozzle in place, reapply the 17mm retention bolt, and you're good to go. If there's anything else I can help with, please feel free to contact me. And I hope this helped.